President Tinubu should be wary of Wike. Wike will drag his image to the ground. Idane Buala. Are you in PDP or APC? Eh? I understand where he's coming from. Everybody's already blaming Wike for being too pompous and for being too arrogant. And some are even saying that Jole Momodi is already saying that Wike is nursing his presidential ambition and wants to use Tinubu platform to perfect that. But I just hope APC people will also know that dealing with Wike is like dealing with a lion. And the only way is to be very, very careful and tactical in how to deal with him. Otherwise, he will scatter APC the way he scattered PDP. So let's see exactly what Daniel Buala is trying to say here and what the advice is trying to give President Tinubu here. According to a recent video posted by TVC News, the spokesperson of the People Democratic Party Presidential Campaign Organization for the 2023 presidential election, Daniel Buala, has issued a warning to President Tinubu, urging him to be cautious in dealing with the ex-governor Wike. Okay, Buala expressed concerns that Wike could tarnish President Tinubu's image. Buala emphasized that President Tinubu has traditionally been recognized for achieving political victories through negotiation, but he pointed out that the current situation represents an unprecedented departure from Tinubu's established political strategy. According to Buala, this marks the first instance in Tinubu's political career where he has taken a step that is unfamiliar with the law. Which step is unfamiliar with the law now? Getting Wike to be FCT minister, or how? Let's get through. The PDP spokesperson specifically highlighted President Tinubu's right points resolution, asserting that it contradicts established laws in the country. Buala argued that Fubara, this is a case on Fubara now. Buala argued that Fubara, despite having signed the agreement, should not be compelled to abide by it, as it goes against the legal framework. Okay, so Buala is referring to the agreement that was signed between Wike and Fubara on a kind of truce to restore peace in Rivers State. That is an action that Tinubu has taken that is not seen and not found in the law. Now, wow. So let's see part of his words here. President Tinubu should be wary of Wike. Wike will drag his image to the ground. President Tinubu has been known as a person who wins through negotiation. This is the first time in the history of Tinubu's political career that he had to take a step that is unknown to law. Daniel Buala also noted that Bola Tinubu's right point resolution is against the established laws of the land, and Fubara does not have to abide by it despite signing the agreement. Exactly. So what Buala is saying here is that Fubara is not bound by any law to adhere or stick to that agreement, 8-point resolution that was signed between him and Wike and Tinubu. Okay, because the action that Tinubu has taken is unknown to law. There's no aspect of law where that can address that situation, or that action that Tinubu took. Normally, if there's a conflict between Wike and his political or his, it borders around the legislative activities of the Rivers State House of Assembly, then the judiciary, the Attorney General of the state should resolve that. And if it gets too tough, they can get to Federal High Court and go further to resolve it going forward. But now, Tinubu trying to draft something that cannot be classified as a legal document and coerce everybody to sign as an agreement is unknown to law. That is not the best way to resolve such political crisis or post-political issues. And that is why a lot of well-meaning Nigerians and Rivers people are trying to tell Fubara that it's not bound by any law to stick to that agreement. Because even having read the 8-point resolution, it ties Fubara's hand and legs, behind him. They capacitated him completely. The whole truce tilted to one side to support Wike. That means Wike will be fanning his embers now because he's going to hold Fubara tight and hold Rivers State tight. Okay, and that means that the Tinubu's intervention is in a manner that is to help them take over the Rivers State completely. Okay, so Fubara agreeing to that terms, if he sticks to it and implement it, it means that he is going to hand over the Rivers State to APC effortlessly, and that is not what Rivers people want. So he has been told to ignore and quash that agreement, tear it and put it in the bin because it is not legal and it is not binding. Okay, and it's the same thing that Buala is trying to say here. It's just that Buala started by saying that Tinubu should be wary of Wike because Wike will definitely drag his name into the mud. And this is the first time Tinubu, being a popular negotiator, is trying or is taking an action that is not known to law. This is a serious one, I must tell you the truth. So the question is, what does Buala now want Fubara to do? He has told us what Tinubu should do, but what does Buala want Fubara to do? He said Fubara does not have to abide by it despite signing the agreement because it's not known to law. It is not legal. It is not binding. And so he should drop the idea. So that is the advice from Daniel Buala. But again, the question remains, why can't PDP deal with Wike? Why is PDP matter getting out of hand and then allowing Tinubu and APC to decide on it? That is the part that the PDP leadership up to national level has failed. PDP leadership has failed completely, and it is unacceptable because the Fubara we are talking about here was orphaned by PDP. When I mean orphaned, they just left him, unsupported. Like, they left him isolated. They couldn't come to his aid. They couldn't help him. They couldn't stand and say, look, Wike is PDP, Fubara is PDP. This is a PDP issue. Tinubu, president, we know, but stay out of this. This is our matter. Let's resolve it. Nobody could come out. Both the PDP National Working Committee and the Board of Trustees or whatever they are at the national level, at the state level, could not call a meeting to call Wike to order. That means they are afraid of Wike. They can't even talk to Wike face to face. That is what it means. They can't even see Wike eyeball to eyeball. It's quite unfortunate. So after Fubara has been cornered in Abuja and coerced to sign an agreement, they are coming out to talk. Why are they talking now? Yeah, just like Sule Lamido is saying that it's unfortunate. PDP is a disappointment at all levels, both national and state level. PDP is a big disappointment. The National Working Committee is a big disappointment. And if they cannot do the job, let them drop it. Let them set up another National Working Committee that will be able to wake up to their responsibilities, because PDP has failed. PDP is the reason Fubara is suffering what it's suffering today. Because if it had taken it up as a party issue, I don't think all this problem will be. So thank you for listening, and let's have a comment.